Okay, this is B3, the webbed pulley assembly. What we've got here is an assembly drawing which is drawing different parts assembled together. Now we've got two things to draw. We've got the assembly shown from the elevation, so that's basically looking this way. So everything assembled together looking this way. And then we've got the section AA, okay, which is cutting through the middle here and then viewing this side. Okay, we're told in A that the elevation is to show all hidden detail. Now for this drawing you get a worksheet and you get an information sheet. So this is the information sheet here, and then this is the worksheet. So the worksheet is blank essentially. It's got a starting point for the elevation, but apart from that, that's about all you get. Okay. Now the way that we're going to have to do this is lifting sizes from the drawing using the actual dimensions that are given here. Okay, so we're given all the dimensions here of the various parts. This is obviously this part here, the base, elevation and plan. Then we've got the pulley wheel, which you can see I think slots in there, and then the bush which goes in the middle, and then the bolt which goes right through. Okay, now if just a few things to point out. You'll see here, here's the bolt here, detailed here. You can tell that the bush fits inside the pulley because this hole in the centre here, which has got a diameter of 30, matches with this bush which has got a diameter of 30 as well. Okay. The inside of the bush has got a diameter of 20, and the outside of the bolt, the axle bolt, which is the sort of smooth part of it, has got a diameter of 20 as well. So you're always looking for parts that fit together. You can see in the pictorial drawing here that this surface is flat, but it's also indicated here by a cross. Right, and depending on what stage you're at in your course, you may have come across that in one of the homeworks. That was showing you that it was a flat surface. Okay, and that's because that locks into that square there. And you can see, if you look here on the drawing, there's the outline of the square, there's the thickness of it there. Okay, so you're always looking at what fits together. So we're going to be looking at it basically this way for the elevation, right? So we're going to have these outlines first of all, and that's going to be our starting point. We're going to draw basically this shape full size. Then we're going to have to think about, right, if that now has the pulley in it, well, I think obviously it's going to have a circle here for the pulley, and we're going to see the hidden detail of really what's here. Okay, so we're going to see all the different circles here which show the different parts of the pulley. We'll obviously have to show details of the bush, details of the axle bolt as well. So this is our starting point here, drawing out this elevation. Okay, so it's quite difficult to do this and show you both things. So I'll try and, where I can, just refer back to this. But this is the starting point and this is the elevation here. So a lot of this is about measurement. You can't obviously just lift sizes off of this, so you have to actually do some measuring to do it. You also have to look like between the different drawings to find sizes. So like for example, it's 250 from here to here. There's 170 here. Okay, so you got to do a bit of maths in your head and say, right, 250 minus 170, that's 80. So that means that that's 40 and that's 40. Okay, so there's a wee bit of, you've got experience of that from other things as well. Right, first thing I'm going to do is just extend this line here and just get cracking into the drawing. Okay, measure this first of all. So that's to be 40 there, then to go 170. Which takes us to there, and then another 41, which takes us right to there, right to the very end. Okay, and it's at this point I think to myself, wait a wee minute, should I be checking scales and whatever? Because you think, well, is that all going to fit in? But it does say here, well, it doesn't mention anything about scale, so we've got to assume that we're just drawing it full size. So it's 40 to there, so that's where the foot is, or the base of it is. 170 in the middle. Right, what height's this wee bit here? Well, if you look on the information sheet, you can see that that there is 8. Okay, so the height of that wee foot part there is 8 millimetres. So to measure and mark 8 millimetres. So it's quite big, this. I'm drawing it quite big. That's 8 to there. I'll just project that across. Okay, right. And these bits come up 22, so project up here. Measure 22. Now a lot of this, you know, is quite straightforward, I think, so you might want to just zoom through this a wee bit. Okay, so that does that. Basic shape there. Right, this is 160. Now what I'm going to do before I do anything is I'm going to mark the centre point. Now the whole thing's to be the whole thing's 250, so half of 250 is 125, so that's the middle there. So I'm going to draw, this is quite important, but I'm going to draw a centre line down the middle here. Okay, so that way I know, where everything is. And then this part here is 160 in width, so it's 80 on either side. So mark 0 point there and 160 point there. And we'll just project up. Okay, let's see what height this is here, from here to here, or from there to there. Well, what have we got here? Well, we'll get 90 from the bottom up to there. So if this is 22, it's 90 minus 22, so that's 68. So we measure up 68. I'll just draw a line straight across for this. Okay, so I've got the basics there of the shape. Right, and in the middle here we've got this curve here, okay, and it's got a radius of 28, as you can see there, and we've got the centre point there, okay. Now I'm just going to have to check, I'm pretty certain of this, I'm just going to check that that actually lines up, what that lines up with. Yeah, so it lines up with the top, right, so basically we've got to do a curve of 28 here. Now we've also got this radius of 15 here, which is a tangent to it as well. Okay, so we'll have to deal with that, but start off by doing radius of 28, so set the compass precisely to 28. Okay, and draw this. That's where the centre is. Just really carefully get it right in the middle. I'm going to draw the basic shape there. Okay, so that's us got our basic shape there, but we've also got to do a curved tangent to that. Right, so we'll look at that shortly. We've also got the radius of 65 here, which is some hidden detail. Okay, now if you have a look, I'm not 100% sure at the moment, you know, where that's coming from, you know, what that actual curve is coming from. So you've got to look a wee bit more at the drawing just to see, and you can see that looking here, that's at the same level. This hidden detail here, just straighten the drawing up. So there must be a kind of indented bit in here, which has got a curved shape. Okay, which houses the inside, houses the kind of the webbed pulley. So we need to include that there. So let's get a radius of 65. So again, set the compass to radius. In this case it's 65. And then we're just going to draw a dashed line. So you can do that just with the compass all the way around. Okay, so that's your hidden detail around there.